23.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Commanders. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. CD, you look at the Steelers in this matchup. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And they'll be led out by their quarterback now in his third season in the league.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally, kept the ball clean, and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 17 carries, 85 yards.
After the last game, they had plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Off the play fake, here's Pickett. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Bring it. Let's go.
To the air on first down with Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He did get a couple of different. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Off play action, Pickett. It's Najee Harris now on back-to-back plays with a catch. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, You know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their...
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
That's feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complimentary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his 2nd year in the NFL now.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
Here we go, Jack.
On first down, McClendon. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
And Jonathan Garibay out for the PAT. And that one makes it 14-7. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Not much on that one, Charles.
That's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Well, that was big right there, because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. Pickett throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now here's another carry for Harris. Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll move into the third and about 4 more for the first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Pickett. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it wants to target its backs through the air defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Ready, go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Jahan Dotson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Points certainly not at a premium here. Chase Young able to record his 5th sack of the season.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Pickett escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
His job is almost over before it began. Thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down. Followed by incompletion. Good rep. Make it off the field.
They'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett back to throw. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. The Steelers send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken from just outside the 30. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up. They kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team, but it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Pickett to throw on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On second down, this is Harris. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now.
Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Steelers first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First and 10, here's Pickett. Going right back to Michael Thomas. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Cole Holcomb proving too much here for the offensive line. He gets the sack.
They've got it up over 30 yards of touch so far, but a sack knocks him backwards. And that hurts some momentum they've been building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And the Steelers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certain.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Here comes the Commanders' offense back onto the field. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
They start on the ground with Robinson here. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. McClendon, he'll buy some time right. Going to be caught downfield by Dotson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. And an excellent gain, 35 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, McClendon. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McClendon. Throw right side complete to Dotson. Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. Not gonna get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more. Saw it there. Did not work out. Turnover on down. To throw again on 2nd down. Pickett. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. Over the middle, into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Harris on the draw. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Pickett now on 1st down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler 1st.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead now up to 14. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Michael Thomas who ends it with a touchdown reception. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. And here we go on the next drive for Washington. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Slings this deep from McLaurin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. Let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works, sometimes they're ready for you. And that time,
pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Operating from the gun, McClendon. He's going deep for Brown. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Over the middle, brought in by Dotson. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Continued struggles here in the second quarter, and to me, you can pin a lot of them on an inability to convert 3rd downs. Add that most recent incompletion to the list of examples.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McClendon. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yeah, their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Off play action. McClendon. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get started up at Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And they've got the lead over the visiting Houston Texans. Jalen Waddle, a touchdown reception. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Tennessee Titans. Dak Prescott has thrown a touchdown pass. Time now for a check of the next-gen stats in that first half for the Steelers. And the ground game has been a big part of why they have this big lead. And you have to figure they'll lean on it a little bit more in the third and fourth quarter.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter.
Meanwhile, for Washington, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Commanders up first on offense as we begin this third quarter. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And some space here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready.
Up the middle they go. Clifford. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line. Give them 11 yards and time and a new set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Able to connect with Dotson. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the dead zone and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
This will be caught just inside the 10. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air on first down with Pickett. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Now, that's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career. And why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Looking to throw, Pickett. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thomas. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mike Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the counter, this is Robinson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it here. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball around.
It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result in the offense.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the third quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 two-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 two-point conversions? That's difficult.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Operating from the gun, McClendon. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Now, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And this is going to wind up working out just fine as he'll have a Washington first down and an exhale there as they convert on 4th. Back to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson. with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. They'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase.
Oh, now Harris lost it. It's a fumble.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On the give, this is Harris. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. Dances by him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 95 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They hand this off to Harris. Jamin Davis there to bring him down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 33. Scoring game, Charles, and we